This is Laura of Mafka, aka Rogan Azran, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about why women tell you it's not you, it's me. I want to shout out B Chain for this video topic, man. Shouts out to you, I appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, the reason why women tell you things like it's not you, it's me, because they're basically looking for a reason to reject you. Because women are very into their emotions. They don't care about how you're going to internalize that. As soon as they make the decision to get rid of you, they will enact on it, because women are all about themselves at the end of the day. And when it comes to actually trying to emotionally please a woman, you're going to find yourself being a very miserable man, because that is nearly, it is impossible, I should say. Because women can't even make themselves happy. They don't even know what delight is or true euphoria. Because women's emotions are all over the place, especially in this dating market. You see the type of men that they date. You see the type of just idiotic arguments they make about men being emotionally unavailable, not satisfying them, not showing them that they're so manly, when in reality, women don't care about any of these things, because these women are literally using dating men in jail. They're dating men that are gangbangers. They're dating men that are jocks, guys that bully people. Basically just the misfits, the just bad men of society. And whenever women say it's not you, it's me, another thing you have to understand is this is a woman actually telling you you're not the only man out here that I'm actually talking to. Yes, guys, that's exactly what that means as well. That means that she's entertaining other men. You see, women let you know things that they're doing in a very subtle and just discreet way. And a lot of men let this type of stuff go over his head. And this is why I tell you guys, do not love a woman whatsoever, especially if you're a guy that's been hurt 24/7 over and over again, countless times, countless occasions. There's no point in you giving your heart and all to a woman. You might as well basically avoid trying to show any type of affection or spend any type of monetary things on her, because at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen. And the thing that I find funny is when I advise the type of men on my channel, right, who have been just horribly hurt by women in the past, not to show any love, care, don't do anything for them hardly. If you do plan on dating, which I think is just basically, you just literally trying to self-delete yourself at this point with dating in the market now. But the funny thing is, you will have men literally say, oh, any man that's telling you not to love a woman at all, don't love her from a distance, if they're just saying, oh, don't care about her at all, these men have just been hurt in the past, they lost themselves, they weren't the woman's expectation, they weren't manly enough for her. These are men that are still delusional. And these are the very men that you see that are depressed without women so much, to the point to where they're willing to still give their heart and their money, let alone if a woman comes into their life, let it be the right woman that they're actually really interested in, and the woman starts doing everything that he wants her to do, just basically mimicking whatever he wants her to do, because women are good at mimicking whatever you want them to do, guys. So let a woman come into his life and start doing that. He's basically going to start affirming to her. He's going to be the weak man. And the fact that these type of men say, oh, men who say don't love women at all, if you're a guy that's been hurt 24/7, these guys, they're weak inside, they're insecure. And just the hypocrisy shocks me. And they are the reason to why so many women are saying things like it's not you, it's me, even more, because these very men contribute to the same horrible dating market, because they're still trying to give these women affection that these women don't even earn. You see, affection is a hard-earned currency. At least it should be for women, but yet men still give women free attention. They're still wasting their time talking to people who hasn't even made a hint that they want them romantically. And this is just what I find so shocking, that so many men are still brain dead. Do not listen to these guys that tell you this stuff, because they're just wanting to see you get hurt over and over again like them. So then you can just come back and say, oh shit, I just keep trying to love a woman from a distance, even though you're still going to get hooked to her. Duh. Like, this should be common sense. If you're still focused on loving a woman from a distance, you're going to gather feelings sooner or later. And that's why I tell you guys, you should not be having any care for women if you're going to still date. But on the topic of women saying, it's not you, it's me, it also means that she finds you to be something that she might be able to benefit from in the future. Whenever she decides to get rid of you after she gets whatever attention, whatever object, or, or whatever just means she wants to keep you around for. Because you guys have to understand, women like playing the long game in dating. They don't just immediately come out with stuff unless you make them mad, unless you check their ego, unless you tell them how it is and let them know how they truly are, especially in this dating market in 2024. When you are a man that is constantly affirming to women, when you're constantly going after just whatever women want you to be, you're going to become a even weaker version of yourself. Bad enough, you've already been just shattered. You've already been in just the deepest depths of just depression, anxiety. You barely feel an ounce of self-respect for yourself anymore. All because women kept breaking your heart over and over. So I'm telling you guys how to avoid this by choosing not to deal with women like that whatsoever, mostly. And I find it strange that you have these very same men that claim to be so, patriotic, that want to bring real dating back, when they're still doing the same things that have helped landed actually men into this dating market today. Because men kept trying to play, the woman's game. And if we're going to come up with an actual phrase of what game is, guys, game for when it comes to running it on women, which we know is BS, but another synonym we could use for game is giving attention, money, and enthusiasm to women who don't deserve it. That's literally what game is. But none of these other guys are going to tell you this, because they still want you to be delusional, like, oh, you have to just love this girl from a distance, bro. You have to just make sure that you're always a man. Always make sure you're the same man as you are when you met her. This is some of the most hypocritical advice whatsoever. Obviously, if a woman truly, genuinely desires you and wants you, it's not going to matter how you are to her. The only thing she's going to care about is how your face looks, how you make her feel, and do you get her aroused. That's all that matters. All of this stuff about being masculine, all of this stuff about trying to be over the extra, like, oh, I'm such a big, strong, tough guy. I change the tires. I do plumbing. I take care of myself. I'm a high value man. It's not only, as the phrase, just toxic masculinity. It's insecurity. Because I can tell you as a man, even though I've had a bunch of horrible dating experience, but with the very few success stories I have, I actually paid attention from those experiences, the few good experience versus all of the horrible dating experiences I had, right? To where I didn't have to do anything. You see, women are going to be able to want to be with you without you having to put in every extra effort. Because whenever you're putting in extra effort to get a woman, whenever you're just trying to be nonchalant and be like, oh, I'm just chilling. And I did the just past reaction video, or the Jubilee video. If you missed it, you can go check it out, of what happens when you're trying to be passive and call yourself like, oh, I'm just feeling the vibe. We're just chilling, vibing spiritually. It gets you in an possible open relationship with a woman who doesn't care about you. And then you're left looking like, oh, I caught feelings for this girl. Now you look like a moron because you chose to go against basic logic and basic dating instincts of not tolerating female nonsense in this dating stuff. And you shouldn't even be dating at all like that really anymore. Dating is truly pointless. Do you know all of the things that women expect you to have in order for you to date them? And this applies to men that are average, everyday men, and men that are below that, all of the sub 5, or men that refer to themselves as subhuman, right? This applies to you. See, the men that are already on the woman's list of that get her on not only aroused, the men she actually wants to be in a relationship with, these men already, they have to go. They're in the green check zone. They don't have to do any of this stuff about practicing how to be more masculine, practicing how to keep your voice higher, practicing how to keep your body, your frame, just to impress some woman. You're still playing into what the woman wants. And so many men still don't get this. And this is what just, it really irritates me. So whenever you hear a woman say, it's not you, it's me, be prepared for a long journey of pain with her, because she's either going to keep you around as a test dummy to see how much of her emotional trauma, because I know you guys have experienced this as well, right, on few or a lot of occasions, right, to where a woman calls you late at night that you think actually likes you. She's telling you everything that's wrong with her, and then you're trying to be like her little hero, her therapist for her, and then when it comes down to it, she tells you, oh, you're such a good friend. And then you're just left there speechless, like, what the heck? I'm literally talking to this girl, trying to be boyfriend material, when in the woman's mind, you were never any of that. You were just her friend. Because it's like I said, women who actually desire men and genuinely want them, they're not going to be trying to dump their just toxic emotional issues on them of their past and calling up the men that they want and telling them about past boyfriends or whatever man that they're talking to that's giving them issues. These men don't deal with none of that. And I can tell you guys, you don't deal with any of that. From my very few success stories, you don't deal with that when you're a guy that a woman actually wants. So many men have this stuff twisted, and this is why dating is dead in the Western world. Women telling you things like it's not you, it's me, it means such a variety of just horrible, painful lessons you are going to learn, and you are going to suffer a lot internally if you do give some type of attention to women who tell you things like this. The moment a woman says, it's not you, it's me, that's when she should go on the block list. That's when you should tell her, okay, goodbye. Never talking to you again. You're a waste of my time. You're useless to me. You see, you have to become this way, or you're going to be taken advantage of. Quit being weak. Also, you can get some type of attention. Quit being a weak man, wanting someone to just give you this affection that you grew up out with, in dating, If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. If it's not, it's not. Just face it. It's over. A lot of men have a lot of just pain and seriously a dark path that they're heading down. And all I can say is I already know, obviously common sense that men, they're obviously still going to want to date. And some men who do have this knowledge, who still know that it's over in dating pretty much, that anything they do is pretty much futile and redundant to women, that they don't appreciate anything you do. They're still going to pursue women anyway. So they're going to get hurt, most likely. And my channel is really around, guys, to be a support beacon, to be like someone that can kind of like, be here for you guys to vent, if any of you choose to date seriously, because I already know, it's very hard out here. But that's why I would specifically recommend to you practicing a monk Buddhist like lifestyle, disciplining your desires, getting yourself together, only living for yourself. These are things that I say you should start practicing, because everything is going to get clearer when you only care about yourself and you don't give a damn about anyone else except yourself, No matter how you take that as you may. But all I know is at the end of the day, it's all about survival. No one is caring about you like that, especially some woman that's growing up in this time and era in the dating market. So you guys have to come to reality, and I wish the best for all you guys, and stay safe out here. But that's the video. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment section. I would appreciate it. Be patient with me, guys. It's a lot of comments, that I'm getting to. So I thank you guys for tuning in and watching. But I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman.